Gather round and I will share this tale. Charlotte Sophia was a young girl who lived on a farm in the country with her two parents and her older brother Matthew. She loved to run through the green fields that surrounded her home. She especially loved the daffodils that grew near the pastures. Every second Saturday, her father, who tended the crops, would head to the big city, often return with small presents for Charlotte Sophia. But one day, the barn burned down. Her father rushed inside to save the milk cows, but as he did, the barn collapsed. He never came back out. Charlotte Sophia and the rest of her family were left alone. Her older brother Matthew headed to the big city to find a job and hopefully earn some money and food for the rest of the family. Charlotte Sophia and her mother were left to tend the small vegetable garden for food. But the days grew shorter and the nights cold as ice. Frost sank deep into the soil, preventing the vegetables from growing. With little food and little warmth, Charlotte Sophia's mother soon grew ill and died. Charlotte Sophia, now all alone, took a shovel and dug a shallow grave for her mother in the hard soil. A difficult task for such a small child. She took what little food was left in the pantry and headed for the big city to find her older brother Matthew. But along the way, she was robbed by two men who stole her shoes and meager food supply. Starving and desperate for food, she finally reached the city. She tried to steal a small loaf of bread, but was caught by a constable. She was sent to the workhouse, where she was put to the task of blacking shoes. The arduous work left her hands black, and her eyesight began to fade. After several weeks, she managed to escape. She took refuge in the sewers. She would eat the rats that would bite and scratch her face. Freezing, starving, and nearly blind, Charlotte Sophia blundered into a man walking along the street. Believing he was being pickpocketed, he bludgeoned her across the head. Her small, feeble body could not withstand the blow. She crumpled to the ground. By unfortunate coincidence, the man happened to be her older brother Matthew, on his way home with food and money for the family. He bent down to inspect the dying child at his feet, who was so changed he didn't even recognize him.